Hi everyone, happy Saturday. I went to a bunch of yard sales this morning. Oh my goodness, this has been a wonderful week and a wonderful 2 days, and the weather is just gorgeous yesterday and today. It's just, oh yeah, good days. Anyway, I did get to see fabulous fireworks last night, up close and personal, in kind of an area that people don't know about too much as far as where to sit. It was just wonderful. Had a good night last night, and then today we found some awesome stuff. We being Charlie, my friend Charlie and I. Anyway, so, and I found lots of crafty stuff plus some other non-crafty, and I'm going to show it all to you, and I'm going to try and do a tally sheet because I really didn't do it, but I know I spent a ton of bucks. Anyway, let me get started. This was one of the first things I found, and it's a baby wipe container, but it is full of dominoes, and they have a cool design on the back, which I didn't realize at the time, but I believe I paid $1 for this, and there's at least one in here that's sort of warped or something, but look how many, and I'm pretty sure it was $1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was $1 because I don't think I would have paid more than $1 for dominoes. So yeah, I got that whole container. So I am set on dominoes, white and black ones. Okay, so wait, dominoes. I'm going to put one. These, I believe, were two. I got 2 tea light candle holders. For the holidays, because I used to put it's like stocking holders, like ceramic heavy things to hold stocking with a hook to hold stockings on, but really my son and I don't need to do stockings anymore since he's 30. He's my youngest. But anyway, so these are tea light holders, a deer and a snowman. I really like them, and they'll go in place of where my what do you call them, were my stocking holders. Tea light, and I think they were $1 each, so I'm going to put $2 for 2. Let me just stick them over here because I really don't know where to put everything right now. And then I got this book, and it was 50 cents, and I thought I really have a problem with gutting books, but I think like, you know, people do junk journals and they gut books, so this looks like easy read, so I may read it first and then gut it if I have time. I have a lot of books to read, but that was 50 cents, and it's a hardback. And then I got these 3 nail polishes for 50 cents each. They're not new, but they shook well, and some of them, like this says original price $2.23, and I like the color, so that was $1.50, which might have been a little bit too much to pay, but hey, it's cheaper than the Dollar Tree. And anyway, and then I got these doilies. Wait, before I do those, I got these 2 vintage earrings, and I tried to get her to come down, but these were $1. And you know, I'm going to take the backs off probably to use them as like flower centers or embellishments. They are clip-ons, but the clips are pretty, I don't know, so they were $1. So, no, I'm sorry, they were $1. Yes, they were $1. Yeah, because I paid $2.50 altogether. Right. And then these, I'm pretty sure, let me see, pretty sure I got these for $1 a piece. I haven't seen pink doilies very often. I could only find one. And this one I loved because I figured I could detach these turquoise roses, or you know, cut them and just have one white with the turquoise in the middle. Yeah, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them So I thought that was a good find. Quarter. They were a quarter. So 2 doilies for 50 cents. And this is a wireless weather station clock with a, says with a remote, but that's actually the piece that goes outside. I have one already that doesn't have an outdoor thing. Anyway, that was $2. So that's not a crafty haul. I like to know the weather, and usually I think it has like the humidity and everything. And that's what I like to check too, the heat and humidity. Which lately it's been bad here, but actually let's see, these stay up here. These go downstairs. These stay up here. Okay. Then this next, sorry, that's falling. This next one was a yard sale that they were having, and it was all going to a charity for juvenile diabetes. I found this little So Crafty mini, and it says right on it, sew cards, scrapbook pages, cloth, or any craft project. Now I have a big sewing machine, but I thought that is not in my craft room because I have no room to put it here. And I asked if it worked, and she said people donate us stuff, and I don't know, but the instructions are in it. I opened it up and looked. So I'm hoping it'll work good on paper. You know, the manual's here and everything, and so yeah, I thought, you know what, for $2, even Charlie said for $2, try it, and what do you know. And then this I just loved, and it's, you know, I'm a paperaholic. It's just a used tablet, but it's gorgeous, and it was 10 cents. So $2.10 at that yard sale. Oh wait, I gotta write that down. So Crafty mini. $2.10 for list pad kind of thing. Pad with a seam. Okay. I think these came from the same place. Sorry. And these were one, and I don't know. I think these were one. Okay. So that goes back in here. And then I got a shower squeegee, brand new squeegee, because mine is very old and very starting to fall apart. And the regular price was $4, so I figured that was a decent deal. And then, and then, I found another gadget, and it was this, oh gosh, Bodabra. And I'm pretty sure I paid $2 for that too. Because A, I stink at making bows, and all the parts are in it. Yeah. And then I got this I got this other book. It's, let me know if anybody's used this. It has a CD in it, which I do have a CD thing. So I got this book because a little while ago Charlie had found a book, and this was 25 cents. He found The Daring Book for Boys, and he got it for a friend of his who has a little boy. Well, that same friend has a little girl, but I said, I'm buying it, Charlie, because I want to read it, and then after I read it, I'll give it to you, and you can give it to your friend which has a little girl. So I just want to read it. It looked like an interesting book. It says, for every girl with an independent spirit and a nose for trouble, here is the No Boys Allowed Guide to Adventure. So I just thought that was cool, and you know, it's got iridescent bling too. So yeah, book, Daring Girl for a quarter. Yeah, so I got that, and then, oh, and then I got pavers. Now, we went in this one development. It was a community yard sale, and this one house was up the road, and we we asked the neighbors, one of the last ones that we saw with yard sale stuff, and we asked, are there any other yard sales in the development? And she said, well, the guy up the road is giving some stuff away for free. So we went up the road, and he didn't have anything out except one 16 by 16 brick patio paver, right? And it said free. So we stopped, and because Charlie does a lot of handyman yard stuff and everything. Well, somebody was supposed to come pick them up at 11. We were there at like, I don't know, 8:15 or 8:30, something like that. And he offered them 50 cents a paver, and he said, okay. Well, we made four trips back to his house because we couldn't fit them all in the car because they're heavy. You know, they're really heavy. And Charlie and the guy loaded the car, and we drove them somewhere, dropped them off, came back. Anyway, we did that 4 times. 72 pavers at 50 cents, and I bought 10 of them from Charlie for $1 because we looked them up. I mean, $1 each. Because first of all, he had to lift them all and everything to get them back to, anyway, into his car and all. Because I need some outside my patio, and so I paid him a little profit for his time and whatever. So I got those for $10. Hi guys, sorry about that. I'm back. Okay, so next we stopped at a yard sale that wasn't really even on our list. We just happened to see a sign and turned down the road because it was an area we were in. Anyway, the first thing I got was this file box thing. It's like a portable, you know, file box. That's for paperwork and stuff. So that was $2. It needs to be cleaned up big time. But anyway. And then the only other things I purchased at this one was these purple ostrich feathers for 25 cents because I need them to fix one of my cat's toys, which is one that we use with her. It's a human play with cat feather toy. Anyway, yeah, the feathers are all in bad shape. And excuse me, and this bag of bling for 75 cents. And I'm not going to take it all out, but there are 2 strands of Chinese crystal bicones, 3 bags of 10 black bows each, and they're labeled as 49 cents per bag, so that's $1.50 right there. These iridescent looking pearls, only they're sort of see-through iridescent. 3 of these felt-backed turquoise flowers without a center. And then there's a little pack of paper crowns in there that are pink, white, and craft. And there's another bag of little beads in here. They're sort of a gray iridescent. And there's these white things on stems that look like they came off flowers, but I figured I could use them for something. And there's 2 bags of like sequins or scatter. One is like a topaz color. It has silver backs. And this one's like a royal blue or sapphire blue color. So I thought that was a good deal for 75 cents. And then I had this funky clipboard in my hand, which I figured I could clean up and alter. And she threw that in for free. So that was nice. And then they had a free box. So everything else I'm about to show you was free. File folder, plastic thingies to go in file folders. I know people aren't filing anymore, but I do. These are marked 5 cents, but they were in the free pile. They're felt pom-poms in brights. These K & Company Christmas stickers, which are sort of coming off their paper. But, you know, hey, I have glue. I can use them, right? And I'm doing Christmas stuff now. So they were free. This beautiful wedding dress applique was in there. Free. Isn't that gorgeous? This writing tablet, which I'll probably give to my mom because she uses them. This sort of melty flex ruler, but I don't know, maybe I can use it, and it's pink. I have to straighten it out a little bit. And this wooden ruler that has like a, I thought it would be metal, but it's actually like a plastic edge. And this little sewing kit, a whole little sewing kit, mostly for the threads. but unused apparently, at least parts of it. The needles are getting a little rusty, but I can either de-rust them or just not use those and replace that with different needles. But it has safety pins, little pins, clear buttons, little tiny scissors, and I guess this is a threader thing, I don't know, and a thimble, and some thread. So that was free. This notebook, view tab, 3 subject, customize and organize. It's used, but it's got pockets in it. Oh, somebody's got some math homework in there. And yeah, a little tab thing. Anyway, that was free. I can rip out their math homework. And it's got 3 pockets. And then, lastly, 2 sheets of vellum in this black pattern. It's Recollections vellum pattern. So I thought those were cool. And this gold, sort of looks like stone. You're not gonna be there, see? And that is also Recollections, foil paper, 12 by 12. Anyway, it's kind of dirty and on the packaging, but it's in plastic. So, and the vellum, yeah. Okay, so all that was free. I was like, yes, please. So that is the regular yard haul stuff, and then I will be right back momentarily. I'm going to show you the piece de resistance of the yard sale. At least as far as I was concerned, I was like, oh, wow, wow, wow. So I'll be right back with that. Now, my favorite thing. We went to this one. It was the last one. Well, it was the last one we were going to do. And it was advertised, Stampin' Up, stained glass supplies, which I would have loved. I didn't even remember seeing that. So somebody must have bought it already, but I was interested in that too. But when we went there, and other household stuff, we went there, the garage was open. And we went in, there was a gentleman there, and as we were walking up the driveway to go into the garage, there was a sign on their side door which led into their house, and it said, for Stampin' Up goodies, knock on the door and come in. Well, we decided, well, we'll go in the garage first. So in the garage, I got this, and he's one of my favorite authors for quick, easy reads, especially. And I don't believe that I've read this one, True Believer. It doesn't look familiar to me. So, and I believe I paid 50 cents, which is too much for a paperback, but I like Nicholas Sparks, so I got that. And then there was a whole box of the Sizzix dies, and well, here's how they're marked. $8, $10.50. I didn't even see these on here before. $20. And I don't know if this one's even marked. This one's not even marked. But I got the small ones each for $4. And this one looks to be, it's actually called Biggs 2 tags. So it's 2 tags. I don't know if you'll be able there. You might be able to see them. One has a fancy top, and then that one. Sizzix tags, and I paid $4 for that, and I paid $4 for this one, which was scallop envelope. It has a really decorative edge on it, see? And I know these ones work good. So I'll just put big scallop envelope. And there were more. I just couldn't afford to buy, you know. Nor do I have room for them. So I took my favorites. These ones were $8. And this one is baskets and blooms. So it actually makes a basket, and then it's got some flowers and things and a little tag and I don't know what all. So I'm gonna have to punch them out. I think these are called Bigs also, Bigs XL, and I do have an extra long thingy, baskets and blooms, and that was $8, which, you know, these are really expensive, or they were originally. And this one is Bigs XL Matchbox, so it has like the pieces to make a little matchbox thing, and then some see if you can see them. So I thought those were cool, and yes, I know these take up a lot of room, but I had to have them. And then I went into the house and met the wife, I guess, or the lady. They were making you pay separate, so I don't know. I assumed they were husband and wife. Anyway, oh my gosh, guys, she had, when you walked into our house, there was like an island in their kitchen. It went into their kitchen, and it was covered with punches, inks, and there was something, and I think pens or something. And then in back of that, she had a rack that had all stamps, all Stampin' Up stamps. And I got, I only got from the kitchen, I only got two ink pads, and they were all discontinued ones, except maybe this one, which is Crumb Cake. I paid, I believe it was $2 for each of these, and $4 for this huge butterfly, which is gorgeous. I can't wait to play with that. Let me turn the page. So wait, so we have Stampin' Up. What is this called? Swallowtail. And these are all discontinued ones, she said, for sure. This one, Vintage Leaves, which unfortunately she didn't have any matching die cuts for. But all except this one, I think, should be fairly easy to cut out. And that is like the clear or photopolymer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 6 of them. So that'll be nice for autumn. And then, oh, I did get this from the kitchen too, the Santa hat punch, and it was $4. Which I guess, I mean, it seems a little high, but Stampin' Up punches are usually, I don't know, at least like 10 or something. And then in her living room, she had a bunch of die cuts and stuff, but I didn't get them because I thought they were still a little pricey. So I did find she had a few odds and end things she said people had gifted her. And this was a Heidi Grace design, brand new quotes, which I really liked the quotes, and it was $3, brand new. So this is Heidi Grace quotes, Heidi Grace quotes stamps, $3. And then these were 25 cents each for 16 bags. They're Michael's, but I ended up not having any quarters left, and I said, can I just round it? And she said yes. So those I actually got free. So 2 bags, Celebrate It, paper sacks, and they're little. They're 3.5 inch by 2 by 6 3/4 inch. Really cute. And they were 0 times 2, white and red. Okay, so that is all I got, but oh my goodness, I need to, and she put it all in a Stampin' Up bag. She said she'd been doing Stampin' Up for 11 years. I think it was 11. It might have been 13. Not sure. And silly me, I failed to get her name. We were talking for a little while and she said her upline left. So she didn't, I guess her manager above her is who she's under now. She doesn't really have a direct upline person. But she's been doing it 11 years and loves it. And yeah, so I'm happy to join, but I'm also happy to find these no longer in they're not current Stampin' Up ones, but yeah, and I didn't know you could get these. So this is a good, well, I haven't got my starter kit yet for Stampin' Up, but it's on its way. It's coming, I believe it said the 12th, so I'm looking forward to that. So that's it, guys. So I don't know, oh, I didn't write the 2 stamp pads down, did I? I got turquoise, of course. Turquoise. And I tested it and it was juicy, and I got some on me even to prove it. And I don't think I tested crumb cake though. So let's see. She said you push in and slide. I don't know if I can do this. Push in. I don't know. No, okay. You push in and slide here. That's the back, and then you lift it up and then you go like that. And she said that was from her testing things. Yeah, it still has good juice to it. So, and this one I think is still current, and I could probably get a refill for it. But Tempting Turquoise, I don't think I can. And I think those were $2. I'm not 100% sure on that. They might have been 4. They might have been 4. But they're $7.99 usually, except now I'll get a discount. But she said Tempting Turquoise was discontinued, had to get it. She had about 40 of these. She had probably 40 of these different ones. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. I don't have enough money with me. And she only had a couple of the stray. She had about 25 different punches. A couple of them I already had, but some of them I'd never seen, but I didn't see the coordinating die sets there, so I didn't get them. So yeah, that was my shopping spree, and let me see if I can quickly sort of add this up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 12 is 20, or 19, excuse me. 19 and 8 is 27, and 8 is 35, and 8 is 43, 53, 50, 53, 75, 56, 75, 58, 85, 60, 85, 61, 35, 62, 35, 62, 85, 63, 35, 65, 35, $66.35. No,